Hey everyone, Anders here with another Black Desert video. Today we are going to go over the update preview in Global Labs. No class balance this week. Instead, we have a few good changes to PvE zones, some market price changes to raw materials and items in low supply. Let's start with the general quality of life. Animations for jumping, diving into water, and sprinting have been improved to look more natural. I can't show you the difference since the update is not live on test server for this one. Pet levels are going away, which means you no longer need to level pets. This just makes it easier to understand the pet system. One less thing to worry about. Pet levels were effectively useless to begin with after recent changes, so a good quality of life change with its removal. Wild horses now have a faster respawn rate. Before it was 2 to 3 hours for them to respawn on a channel. Now it is only 30 minutes to an hour. Much better for those wanting to get into horse training and needing to catch horses for quests or leveling. Kaplan and Arahaza now have an Old Moon housing craft workshop. You can craft the Melisande and palm tree cash shop sets using in-game materials now. Max price for all raw materials have been increased by almost double. This includes all timber, planks, sap, fruits. That includes fruit of enchantment, energy potions, alchemy stone shards, traces, daybreak, blue coral, which I need, so sell that. Party elixirs, normal elixirs as well, like sharp detections. Still doubt I'll get some from the market, but at least there's a higher chance for people to sell them. The accessory cups also increased in price to 5 billion silver each, which is very nice. The icon for Deboreka necklace and earring are also changing. The necklace one has a little bit more of an effect, and I assume the earring one will be the same. It makes sense. It's a best in slot accessory. It should look cool in the gear window. For PvE, we have two brand new Dehkia PvE zones. Dehkia is the new mechanic that's coming to the game next week. Tunkuda and Thornwood are the new areas. They're going to need 310 AP and 400 DP, and the zones will drop higher value trash loot and up to duo level accessories. Tunkuda would be the Turo belt up to duo, and Thornwood would be the Ominous ring up to duo. And like I said, we got Dehkia on PC next week for global, so I'll go over more about how it works when it hits our live servers. So far, they've tweaked some of the loot values to make it more worthwhile, but they seem to want it to be a sort of stopgap till the new region Ulukita comes out, which should come with the best endgame areas. At least they hope. We have to see when it releases. They're also working on a way to update the Monster Zone UI to include your overall stats and what stats are truly needed in that area outside of the simple 310 AP and 400 DP requirement. There are more things that go into grinding an area than just your sheet AP and DP, so it's a good step in the right direction to help players know if they're prepared to grind new areas. Mirumok and Gyfin Rossi at top now have Rumbling Earth Shards as drops, which will help silver per hour there and also help with the supply issues getting those items in the market. Gyfin Underground now gets those Rumbling Earth Shards as well, and twice the amount of Krugdalo Origin Stones and twice the amount of Trace of Memory than before. Elvia Calfian, Rudum, Giants, and Saunil all now have about 50% increased trash loot quantity drop rate, higher sealed black magic crystal drop rate, and higher distortion earring drop rates from the boss spawns. Really good changes. Elvia Serendia, Fogans, Naga, Baragi, and Altar Imps have increased sealed black magic crystal drop rates, traces, and blackstone drop rates than before, which again is good to see. Garmoth World Boss will now have scaling health bars depending on how many people are fighting the boss. They're also trying something new in Korea with Garmoth, making it a 14 times a week spawn instead of 3, but locking rewards behind a weekly quest you can take 3 times. That is just in Korea, so global may not get that. We will get the scaling Garmoth health, but the 14 times a week summon will only be Korea for now. More than likely, what they're doing is data gathering to see if it helps more people get rewards from Garmoth, and if it works out in Korea, it will more than likely become permanent, and we may see it pushed out to global PC. Valencia Part 2 questline is no longer part of the main story. It is still in the game and a side story mission if you wanted to do that. July 26th, we get the summer event Dragon Palace in Korea the following week for global PC servers. When you exchange items, you will now be able to see how many items you have in your inventory. Find My Item and Monster Zone UI can now be hotkeyed, and that's all for this week. Despite no class balance changes, this is a huge patch with quality of life changes for all players. Elvia Calfian Zone buffs, Mirumok and Gyfin minor buffs, new Dehkia PvE spots, better prices for market items in high demand, and training improvements for wild horses. All good things coming to the game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Reminder, support your creator event is on. Every purchase you make, you can use code Anders. Capitalization does not matter, and at no additional cost to you, I will get a small kickback. Always appreciated, and thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.